But there were times, and those of you out there that have followed me on YouTube, you know that I have struggled and continue to struggle with a mood disorder that is harder at times, especially during the winter season, because I do struggle with SAD, seasonal affective disorder. But there were times last week when it just got overwhelming. I got anxious, I got a little depressed because I was just overwhelmed and overstimulated. Any mamas out there understand what I'm talking about? And so I really wanted to throw in the towel. But as you mamas also know, that it's not really possible to do that when you're taking care of your children and you don't have your other half there. So you have to push through and you have to show up and you have to be there, even though you don't feel like it. But there were certainly spaces when my kids were doing other things or when they had screen time that I just sat and did nothing. And it was kind of hard for me a little bit to not be up doing the dishes or to not be running a load of laundry, to keep up with everything. But I think it is super important, mamas and dads out there, that when we're in that situation where we become overwhelmed and we become overstressed and overstimulated, that we take a minute for us. Sometimes it's only going to be a minute, but that minute to just sit and rest and be quiet can help you make it through the rest of the day with your sanity, right? So I encourage you to not feel guilty, which is a really big order, right? Not only is it a big, tall order to not do the things, but to sit and rest, but also to not feel guilty about it, because you are important. You are an important member of your family and of your friend group. And it is so important that we take that time for ourselves so that we can pour out to our family and friends, because we won't have anything to give if we don't take that time for ourselves.